So how do you know if the advisor or financial institution you are entrusting with your money cares more about you than they do your money? Well, let's take a look at some of the telltale signs to look for. Number one, how much access do you have to your advisor? Not when they're getting ready to sell you something. They'll be happy to show up and have access all day long, but long after the sale. You know, at Tony Walker Financial, I have anywhere from 20 to 30 appointments per week. And many of these appointments are people that are actual clients. And here's how it works with Tony Walker Financial. If a client calls our office and says they need to meet with Tony Walker in person, we do not question them. We set up the appointment and I see them. Complete access to the owner of the company. Number two, detailed reporting. One of the things that's really happened, and this is a travesty, most institutions do not provide very simple paper reports. My clients still like paper. Now, certainly we can go online and look at all this stuff, but we go to great pains to provide excellent quarterly reporting statements that not only show you what you've made, but exactly how much we charge. So the advisor should be providing detailed reporting. Next, full disclosure of fees and full disclosure of commissions. Folks, if they're not willing to share their fees and or commissions, you know you're not working with a fiduciary. By law, as fiduciaries, we have to tell you how much we're making. And if you want to know, we're going to show you the fees. If you want to know the commissions, we'll show you all of that. But most people are going to hide those fees or they're going to just avoid conversations of commissions altogether. If that's your advisor or someone talking to you and they avoid this discussion, get a second opinion. Here's one: more questions than answers. You know, if your advisor is doing all the talking and they're not asking pointed questions about you, your past, just like those medical professionals we ran into, if they're not trying to truly understand where you've been, how are they going to know where you are and where you're trying to go? So a great financial advisor is one that knows how to ask the right questions. Next, they don't rush the process and they're not pushy. It amazes me that many of you, you're getting bombarded with these dinner seminars. It's crazy right now as we record this show in April of 2025. I thought these things would never come back. These were popular 10 or 20 years ago. They're rampant now, and it's amazing how many of you will come into me, you've been to one of these things, you've bought an annuity or whatever, then you realize you're not getting any service after the sale and you want us to fix things. Folks, if it's a mess when you come to us, in most cases, we can't clean up the mess. So remember, don't let them rush you through the process. And finally, do they listen more than they talk? It's kind of interesting. I know when I tried to train agents years ago, I had a large company want me to train their agents. So I'd bring them in. They paid me a fee to sit down with these agents. Most of the agents wanted the silver bullet to sales. They really didn't want to be trained in the art of listening. And I try to help these gentlemen and these young ladies understand that in order to really help people, you're going to have to train yourself to be a better listener. So another telltale sign that you've got somebody that's not a good communicator, if they're doing all of the talking and they're not doing more listening than they are doing the talking. And maybe that's you right now. Either you don't have an advisor, or maybe you're realizing that, man, my advisor is not communicating at all, or this big institution, this 1-800 number, every time I call them, I can't even reach anybody. Then we need to talk. And here's how easy we've made this to communicate with me, Tony Walker, the owner of the company. You can just log on right now to TonyWalkerFinancial.com. You're going to click on that little red box. That information is confidentially sent to our office, and we're going to arrange a free fiduciary phone call. That's right. You and I will talk for a few minutes, and if we can help you, then I'm going to meet with you in person to lay out this game plan absolutely free and at no obligation.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like, check out these other clips, and be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for more videos.